everybody, welcome back. All right, so it's Wednesday, and what do we got today? That's right, it's time for the SHTF box. That's right. This is a small one this month, but we've gotten small ones before. That doesn't necessarily mean that anything that's in here is not going to be worthwhile. So let's get this open. We are using the Gordon knife that we got from our survival kit, which is not too bad. All right, let's bust it open here. Get the card out, see what we got. Alright. Yeah, these boxes like this sometimes are kind of weird to get the stuff out of, but we'll find our card and we'll get moving forward. Let's see here. Just kind of dump everything out and we'll go through this. Go through it right off the table there. Alright. Okay. Alright, so here's our card. Alright, and again, we do have the Pro Box, $49.99 per month as opposed to the Basic, which the primary is $19.99 and then the Elite is $89.99. We just have the Pro, but we're pretty happy with it. We get enough good stuff that it's definitely doing the trick. Alright, so we're going to start out with the primary box. And the first item that we have is the SOA Survival Knife with hollow handle and sheath. And that's going to be this right here. Alright, so let's look at this. Let's get this cracked open here. Use a small knife to open up a bigger knife. Alright. Nothing on there. No specifications or anything. Okay, we do have a do not eat in there to keep it dry. Alright, so here we have the SOA Survival Knife with hollow handle and sheath. Okay. The saw edge is pretty aggressive and you actually have two saw edges on it. There is no edge on the cutting portion of it. We'll definitely have to put that to a stone. We're going to have that. We're going to be doing that class soon, so this might be the one that we actually sharpen up. BK 4585. I think that's the actual. Yeah. So the only thing it is you do have your SOA emblem on the blade there, and then over here we do have the actual item number right there. It says China and then BK 4585. So it's just that. It is a small handle. I don't have like terribly large hands, and it just barely fits in there, but it does have kind of a nice feel to it. There are like rubber O-ring type. These are like rubber O-ring type. See? They just slide right off. But that gives you a little bit of grip there. The blade's in there pretty tight, so however it's fixed in there is decent. Although I don't know how long that will last. Alright. And let's see here, we do have the hollow end. Let's get this cracked open. I'll bet you anything that... Yep, there you go. We got a compass. I always have a compass in these hollow handles. Let's see what else we got in here, because you can't have a hollow handle knife without having your Rambo survival kit in it. So looks like there's 3 matches, a little strike pad. You got 3 matches, you got a strike pad, you got a fish hook, probably about 10 feet of fishing line, and a needle and thread. So alright, that's not bad. I mean, you know, they're saying that this retails, the MSRP for this is $9.99. And I mean, you know, it's a $10 truck stop knife. Yep. I think that's a pretty fair price for that. It does have a nylon sheath. Has a little bit of stiffness in the sheath there. Probably plastic or cardboard in there. Not a big fan of nylon sheaths, but they do what they need to do. It does have a single snap. That's not too bad. Yeah. All right. Okay, so moving on, we do have. Oh, this is something that we've gotten before, but I really like it. I really like it. But yeah, we have one of these fire starter necklaces. We'll probably just throw that off to the side. I have one, and we'll just go ahead and. You know, we got a bunch of extra stuff. We'll just throw that in for a giveaway because, you know, extra fire starter is always good. All right, we're saying the MSRP of that is $6.99, and I'm pretty sure that's what it was before. All right, moving on. We do have the Back 40 leather work gloves. Now, this right here, this is actually pretty cool because you're in a survival situation, you got to keep your hands safe. And so if you're out there moving rocks, moving wood, you know, you're cutting stuff with a saw, maybe a saw that you made. You know, you want to keep your hands safe, and so, and a good pair of leather gloves, you can't go wrong. I don't know if these are necessarily a good pair, but they definitely do smell of leather. So, I do believe it, and they do have a little bit of reinforcement right there. They feel nice. They're definitely not going to keep your hands warm. They're not designed for that, though. These are designed to keep your hands safe when you're doing work. So, I've been looking for a good pair of leather gloves anyway. So, this is pretty nice. All right, they're saying it is $14.99 for these, and I don't know. I mean, they smell like real leather. So I think that $14.99 is a pretty good price for that. So, all right, moving on. We do have also for $14.99, we do have the Secure Pro Lockpick Kit. Now, as with anything, when you're dealing with this type of thing, if it's a bad situation, you know, you may need to get through locks, but make sure you're not breaking any locks. The intent for them putting this type of stuff into a package is not to be breaking the law with them. This is, you know, yeah, it's good to practice it. You know, hey, you may lose the key to your lock. I got a crazy lock outside that I wouldn't mind being able to get into. Let's see here. So, pretty much you have a little, like a little credit card size. You have a little credit card size black case, and make sure, and if you do get this, make sure you check your state laws, because I know that at least in my state it's not considered a crime to have these, but in some states, even having these on you, you're committing a crime. So you definitely, now that I'm not carrying these around with me, no, because I'm not risking it. But and then this does have a pretty good book with it, a pretty good training manual. So it's something I definitely want to learn how to do this, just because I do have locks that I don't have keys for, and I have to get them removed. So this might come in handy. But yeah, so this is let's see here. So, and again, I don't know the technical names for all of these things. I know there's like jigglers and tumblers and stuff like that, but you know, it looks like you've got five tools in there inside this case. So, and then you have a pretty good book on how to use them. So and this is a skill that if you need it, it would definitely be good to have it. So, as you can see, some little, they're not too flimsy. They're actually pretty well built. So $14.99, I think that's a pretty good price for that. I mean, I've seen that they do have some that might be a little bit better, but I definitely like the way that this is put together, because the way that this slides together and the size of it is good for, you know, if you do need to keep a low profile, and if you are in a survival situation, this does not take up much room. There you go. You got a little lockpick set with instructions. All right, so now then the last item in the primary box is Nice. We already got two of these in one of our boxes before, but I like them. We have our little stainless steel coffee cup, carabiner coffee cup. So they're saying that this one cup is $10, which that might be a little bit pricey, but since it is stainless, you know, you can boil water in this if need be. So always good to have. All right, next up we do have the Pro Box, which the first item in that is another one of these, which is DIY craft stool seat. And I actually just picked up some wood that will be able to, it does have your little instructions there, and it does have a do not eat, activated charcoal, who knows. But basically, and this is the second one of these we've gotten, but basically it's, you build the tripod. We'll do this for a project one day. We're gonna actually make our seat so that we can sit outside, you know, have something nice to sit on. But these things are nice because they fold up real nicely. You throw them in your pack, you're good to go. You always have somewhere to sit. So, and they're saying that MSRP is $14.99. I mean, it's just a piece of leather, but it's somewhere to put you behind when you're out there. So, all right. And then the last item that we have, and we'll talk about the last two items, but the last item that we have is, and this one, I've actually been wanting this, and it's kind of silly because this is not like a super great item or anything, but it is something that I've seen in the catalog, and I've always said, oh, you know what, I would like to get that. And essentially it is, we have a brass, it is a heritage waterproof brass match case. And of course, like anything else, it does have the, let's get this opened up here. Like with anything else, okay. So basically, you have a watertight. It does have two O-rings on it, so that's definitely going to seal it up. And you just you push it down. Now, like with anything else, you got to have a compass. So we got two compasses in this box, but compasses are good. And then you've just got so basically, you have a rope there, keeps it secure, and then just pop it open, just like that. Now it does come with additional O-rings, and it does come with an additional lanyard. So that's kind of a cool thing. But the compass works, which I'm surprised considering this is metal, and compass and metals not really go well together. But all right, they're saying this is $34.99. And yeah, this is not something that I would buy by myself, but to have a waterproof match case like this is a good thing to have. And so, you know, and I think this just looks nice. You know, it's not something that I would actually go out and purchase by itself, but, and you've got room in there. You put your either maybe strike anywhere matches, some waterproof strike anywhere matches. And then you can even put a little, you know me, I will cut up a matchbox to get that strike pad in there. But there you go. And you can tie this off. So then it's you can tie it off, so you can use your compass, and you just got this you can have this hanging from your pack. I don't know if I do that, but there you go. All right, so that's it. That is it for the Advanced box, the Pro box. Now, if we had gotten the Elite box, we would have gotten the Totem Pack Company Nighthawk Ultralight Bivy, which MSRP is for $56.99. And last month we got something by Totem Pack Company. We got a hammock, which we're gonna, once I get the backyard all cleaned up, I'm gonna put that hammock out there, and we're gonna see how well that works out. We're gonna test that piece of gear out. And then the last item we would have gotten is an ultralight camping butane stove. So we've got all kinds of stoves. So I mean, as I said, when it comes to these boxes, you know, with this Pro box, we're actually doing really good with the amount of stuff that we're getting. The quality of stuff that we're getting, I think, is definitely up there. And so, and the overall MSRP for the month was $111.93, and we paid, after shipping and taxes, we paid $62. So we pretty much saved 50% on our stuff. So, and I think that, let's see here. So, we got, so out of the 7 items that we got, this is, we've gotten one of these before, but it's fire starter, so that's important. And you know, you wear it around your neck, so it's, you know, it's easy everyday carry. We did get another one of these, but it is a stainless steel container, and especially when you have a lot of people, more stainless steel containers the better. And then the last thing that we got was the chair, which we did get this before. I think we got it in, was it a monthly box? Or maybe it was the Doomsday Crate, but, you know. But all in all, I think that this is a pretty good box. The gloves are really nice. The knife, for a $10 knife, I think this will work. You know, we definitely have to sharpen it up. Then of course we did get the Heritage waterproof match case, and then the lock picking stuff. So all in all, I think this is a pretty good box. Again, you know, sometimes when you get these mystery SHTF boxes and they are a little bit smaller, doesn't mean you're not going to get good stuff. It just means that a lot of the stuff you're going to get is going to be compact. And they've got a lot of really nice compact stuff. And again, I'm not affiliated with Bud K. I don't work for Bud K. I'm not promoting for them, but I do like this box. And I've looked through the catalog, and I mean, there's some nice stuff in that catalog that I wouldn't mind getting. But when I'm getting a surprise box every month, I don't really order this stuff from the catalog. So, because, you know, I know that if I were to order this stuff, I would be paying $111, and I don't pay that much. So I think this is a good way if you really want, you know, especially if you're like, you're starting out and you're building up what you have. I think this is a good way to like really build your stuff. So now on top of that, we do have a little bonus here. I got some stuff from Creek Stewart. So now this is stuff that, and I already know what's in this. It's not really, you know, a surprise, but this is something that we will see on coming up Thursday. We're gonna see this, but I did get some sprouting lids so that you can like start growing your own microgreens. And then when you're out, if you are in a survival situation, the ability to grow fresh vegetables is going to be critical. And these things here, he has a like a 6-day program, but the average is like, you know, 7 to 10 days, and you can have 3, and you can have like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 of these lids, and so if you start a fresh jar every day, then essentially you're going to have fresh greens, microgreens to eat every day of the week, and then you start a new jar at the end of it. So, and then I do have an extra lid. So basically, all I have to do is get one of the larger like 2-quart size ball mason jars, and we can start growing these microgreens. So when I do that video, we're gonna do like a day 1 through day 7, and then we'll put that up on Thursday so that we can see the day by day. You know, we'll start a new one each day, and so by day 7, we'll be able to see what day 1 looks like, day 2, day 3, all the way up to day 7, and then we'll eat some. So, but yeah, so there you go. We got these sprouting lids, and then the last thing, and this, I just wanted to see what this was like. But this is basically a hand drill that he sells for like a quarter. So it's something that you could make, but this is pretty nice, and you can use this for fishing line, bank line, 550 cord, and this is something, you know, you wrap your cord around it, and then, you know, you can just you know, pack it away, and then it's like, so if you are like, so say you got like fishing line, bank line, 550 cord, jute twine, and so you can actually, like, you know, and then basically, you know, you have all of your cordage in one little area. You can just pack this away, and it's like, depending on what you need it for, you can actually you know, you can store your bank line away pretty good. So that's it. So if you have it, hold on a second. And again, these came from Creek Stewart. He's got a lot of stuff on his website. Some of it, I don't know if I'd really buy, but some of it is I think overpriced. But he does have some very nice stuff on there, and of course you do have the Apoca box. So, and oh yeah, that's right. Next month, April, is an Apoca month, so we'll definitely be getting the Apoca box, and it is based on the Tuktu. So I've already watched some of those videos about the Alaskan Inuits, and so I'm pretty excited to see what we're getting next month. So, but Creek Stewart, he doesn't really that box doesn't disappoint either. So, and of course you did see, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you saw that the buck saw that we made. And we're gonna be putting that to the test here soon too. So, but that's it. That is your SHTF box for the month of March, and we got some good stuff. And then of course next up we have one more, and that's gonna be our fishing stuff that's coming up the following week. First week of April, we'll be doing our fishing boxes, and we'll be doing our 1/4 roll up. So that's gonna be our first quarter of equipment. We're going to lay everything out. We're going to see what we got, and we're going to, again, we are designing that survival kit. We are designing, that survival bag. So, and I'm going to tell you, we got some stuff here that I definitely think is going to make it into that survival kit. So, and we got some stuff that might not, but it might. I don't know. I don't think we don't really have a fixed blade in there yet, but that's not going to make it in. But we do have one that we're going to get in there. So. But with that, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button for me. I really appreciate it. It does help the algorithm. Leave me a comment. Good, bad, indifferent. It doesn't really matter. I am trying to get better at replying to all my comments. I do have one I have to get back to on one of my previous videos, and it was a long comment. I just haven't had time to answer you, but I will answer all your questions. It was a great comment, and I got more great stuff coming. We're gonna do a couple more videos, but hey, it's gonna be a great month. We're gonna end March strong. We got like a week left. It's what, the 23rd, 24th. Well, no, when this video comes up, it's the last Wednesday. So I'm filming this a few days early, but we've got a lot of great stuff coming up. April's getting here. Outside is starting to get really nice. We got more boxes to open. We got more foraging to do. We got gardening to do. We got tools to test out. We got projects to make. It's going to be a great year. And again, hey, please share even share this video out. If you have friends that you think might like this video, go ahead and share it out with them, and let me know what you think. All right, until next time, keep prepping.